Hello everyone. Welcome to UEFI Plugfest. I'm Chen from Insyde. We all know the security topic is very hard in recent years, so I want to talk about some topic about the security, especially focus on the security model and the UEFI Variables. My presentation will dive into several parts. First, I will do a brief introduction about current security models, and the second one, I will talk about the UEFI Variables. And third, I will go through the new security model, see what the difference between the new one and the current. And next, I will do a brief summary. From the security point of view, the variable is very easy to be attacked. For example, assume you are playing poker and you get a spare A, and next card you get a spare jack. What do you assume? You assume you should win this game because you got a blackjack. But if you find someone change your card from spare to card 3, and in the final you lose the game, this situation we don't assume we want to have in the real world. In the UEFI, the same situation may occur with the variable. Most variables may have the attribute. It can be accessed during the post and within the runtime. So hacker may change the variable value at the runtime, and the situation may be not you expect to have. And next one is the security model. For current UEFI have the security model with the settlement mode, which we usually use in factory or developing. And when you enroll the private key into the BIOS, when you enroll the public platform key into a BIOS, it will change from the setup mode to the user mode. What's the difference between setup mode and user mode? Most engineers maybe know about this because it come in 7 years ago. In the past, or the setup mode, the image will not be checked, so everything will go through into the BIOS. But with the user mode, each image executed during the BIOS post will be checked with the relative security database. And once you want to go back to setup mode, you have two ways. One is delete the platform key within your BIOS. The other is the platform implement a special mechanism to clear the platform key. So with the setup mode, some variable like the setup mode will equal to 1. And the security boot will equal to 0. And with this configuration, the security boot is turned off. So every image will be checked in this configuration. And with the user mode, when you enroll the platform key, so the platform key is not 0. And setup mode will equal 0. And at the same time, the security boot variable will change to 1. And this is the current configuration with shipping the machine to the end user. But with this kind of working model, it's not match everyone's requirement. I will talk about this later, especially in some company or government, they need to change the database with their own one, For current situation, how they do it, they need to go to the computer and use the platform implement special mechanism to change the database like the PK, KEK, DB, DBS to the one they wanted. So about the UEFI variable, as I mentioned, some variable will have the attribute with the PS plus RT, and these variables may change with the UEFI API set variable during runtime. So the variable may be hacker attacked, may be attacked by the hacker at the runtime. So what suggests to protect the variable, especially the critical variables, is remove the RT attribute and keep it as the PS only. So you can let this kind of variable more security because it cannot be changed at the runtime. But in real case, we have some situation such as the program or already shipping projects. You are not easy to do this because it may change the variable within the system. So this is one method to set the variable without RT attribute. This suggestion may be implemented in your future projects to let some critical variables more secure. And the other one, we call it variable lock. What's variable lock? The variable lock is a mechanism which we will implement the variable is not be changed out of the SMM mode, and these variables will be locked during some point during the post. So after this time, the variable cannot be changed outside of SMM. And with the special SMI handler, you can change the variable and check the authentication or do more check to make sure the change is permitted. Of course, you have the third choice. You know the UEFI variable has another attribute called authentic variable. So you can choose the variable with the authentic attribute. So it also can protect your variable from hacker attack. But this mechanism is not easy to use by end customer. Why? When end customer want to change some variable through the authentic variable mechanism, what he needs signed by the relative private key with his environment like in the OS, and put the data into a BIOS, and BIOS will check. After pass the checking, then we will update the variable value. So it's not easy for end customer usage. So these two solutions may be more easier for end user to protect the variable they want to be changed. And some variable about the script boot database. The first four we already know is the PK and the KK. The PK will update or enable the KK. This means when you change the KK, you need a PK private key. And the KK, we have the KK private key. We have the right to update the DB and DBS. And the DB is the whitelist for the image we have the right to execute. And the DBS is the blacklist we want to block and don't execute them during the post. And these four variables introduced from the UEFI spec 2.3.1. And there are two new variables introduced in following UEFI spec. KEK also can update the DBT. The DBT is also a database, but the database for the timestamp. And this variable introduced from the US spec 2.4. And the other one is the DBR. The DBR is the database for recovery. And this variable is introduced since the UEFI spec 2.5. So let's look a bit for the new variable DBT. Since the DBT is about the timestamp, let's assume what we have without this variable. Before the UEFI spec 2.4, you may have the image. It will be assigned by your private key and released to the custom. And the custom is executed with a secure boot enable. And some images may be signed by the same private key in a later timestamp. So this key will be checked by the related certification you put into the BIOS. So once you lost the private key, what will you do? You may put this certification into DBS. Because you lost the key, hacker may have the chance to use your private key to sign the hacker's image to break the security of your system. But with this kind of solution, the image signed by the hacker will not be executed, but the original images will also not be executed because they use the same key. So this is not the situation we want to have. What the situation we want to have? Well, the old one can be executed and can pass the check, security check, but the new one cannot be executed. So with the UEFI 2.4, we have a new database for DBT. So with the DBT, what we can do during the process to check these images. The hacker signed a new image, and the new image will have the timestamp later than the original images. So we can add this information to a DBT. So if the image check is, we find the related signature in the DBS, we may go to check the DBT, see the timestamp. If the timestamp is later than the data in the DBT, we may forget the image to execute it. If the image's timestamp is early than the data within the DBT, we may allow the image to execute. So it will not impact the original user today to use the original image we release with the BIOS. And there are also several secure boot mode related variables. One is the setup mode we see in several pages before, and it is start from 2.3.1, and the two new one, the audit mode from 2.5, and deployment mode also from 2.5. So in next section, I will introduce the two new secure boot model with the audit mode variable and the deploy mode for variable. And why we need the two new models, secure boot model? For some customs, especially in the government, they want to custom their secure boot database. As I mentioned before, in current implementation, they need to go to in front of the machine and use the mechanism we so-called user presentation, physical presentation, to change the database. But some server or machine, it may be not easy to go to in the machine, so they need more working model to let the secure boot can easily be customization. This is the picture we have now, the user mode and the setup mode. With the audit mode variable, we can change from the user mode or the setup mode to the audit mode. What's the difference between the audit mode to the original two model? In spec, they define the audit mode variable will set to 1. Besides of this variable will become the read-only. And with the audit mode, we know with the user mode, images will be checked. But when you transfer from user mode to audit mode, the images will no longer be checked during the post, but instead we will log each image certification information into the IEIT image execution information table. So what information we can do with the audit mode? We can post and get a log from IEIT and see which images are put into our system, what certification we need for enable the security related module. So we can customize based on this log. For example, the database or DBS or DBT, DBR, we can choose which database is needed for this situation. And also we can remove the unnecessary one from our database. Since the database have the size concern, we won't put everything to the database because it will go larger and larger and larger. For example, you may put with Microsoft the related certification into a database or KK. You may put the third party or other OS vendors certification into a database or KK. So if you want to put all of them, the database will go larger and larger. So we just need to custom what the real need what the real case we needed to custom our platform. This also can be done for the special IT requirement or government requirement, because for government, they maybe want to the vendors' quality is this in their system because they maybe have security concern. And besides the Audit Mode, we can change from the Audit Mode or User Mode to the Deploy Mode. This mode may be the shipping default in the future. So if you want to change from Audit Mode to Deploy Mode, you just like what we do from Setup Mode to User Mode, you install the PK. And if you want to change from the User Mode to the Deploy Mode, you can have a mechanism to set the Deploy Mode variable to 1. So in the Deploy Mode, the Audit Mode variable and Deploy Mode variable will all be read-only, and one equal to 0 and the other one equal to 1. And of course, you can implement a special mechanism from Deploy Mode back to User Mode, or even like before, you can have a very own special mechanism from Deploy Mode back to Setup Mode. And at last, I do a brief summary. As I mentioned, there may be some critical variables you need to protect. So you have 3 methods to protect the variable. Use the authentic variable, use the variable without the RT attribute, or use the variable locking mechanism. And your customer may need more flexible mechanism to custom the database. So you may leverage the new UEFI spec script working model to achieve the goal. So what you need to do, you may need to check your spec and update to let the custom more easy to customize and let your product perform more security. And thanks for your coming, my speech.
About the user mode, what's the difference between user mode and
Deploy Mode?
Repeat the question, please.
The question is, what difference between the Deploy Mode and the User Mode? In some cases, or the behavior, these 2 modes is almost the same. From my point of view, you can assume the Deploy Mode behavior is same as the User Mode before. So the only difference is the Deploy Mode variable. And you can choose, you go back to User Mode or keep in Deploy Mode. From my point of view, the User Mode may be during the factory or developing. You can keep in User Mode for maybe the company IT shipping machine, but you can change to Deploy Mode for maybe consumer and user. They didn't really need the User Mode or Audit Mode. So this depends on maybe your customers needed to make the final decision what will use shipping to them to such kind of mode. I think the next section Microsoft may talk more about the security feature.
Any other questions?
Thank you.